The Gossamer Gazebo. The sun shone brightly in the sky, casting long shadows out on the meadow behind the old farmhouse. Martha and John had been married for over 25 years, and the meadow was their favorite spot. They had built a small gazebo there and filled it with flowers and bird feeders. The gazebo was a spectacle of delicate beauty. Its frame was made of white lacquered wood, covered in delicate fabric strands of lace, with tiny boa feathers shimmering against it. Martha and John named their gazebo the Gossamer Gazebo. Every morning, Martha and John would come to the gazebo with their coffee and binoculars and watch the birds flit around the feeders and listen to the chirping of the birds. They also enjoyed observing the butterflies and dragonflies as they hovered around the gazebo. One morning, as Martha and John were enjoying their time in the gazebo, they noticed a faint shimmer in the air that seemed to be emanating from the gazebo. As they looked closer, they realized it was a cloud of tiny, sparkling wisps of light. Martha and John watched in amazement as the wisps of light seemed to swirl around the gazebo in a graceful dance. Martha and John knew that what they were witnessing was something special and magical, something that only those of pure heart and soul could experience. The Gossamer Gazebo became a beacon of joy for Martha and John. They would come here every morning, and as the sun rose, the Gossamer Gazebo would sparkle and shimmer with the light of 1,000 stars, so that they would be surrounded by nothing but beauty and peace. Martha and John had found their own little slice of heaven in the beautiful Gossamer Gazebo. Every day they were filled with joy, and they knew that a lifetime together here would be something truly extraordinary. The Enchanted Odyssey. At the end of their marvelous journey, Kyle and Bethany beheld the beauty of the kingdom they had dreamt of and worked so hard to achieve. They had set out on their adventure many moons ago, not knowing what the future might hold. The journey had encompassed an array of unexpected twists and turns. With the help of magical beings the couple encountered, like the wise old owl Peepee and the enchanting sprite Lapsy. The couple had journeyed through many lands, learning the patience of the mountains, the bravery of the sea, and the kindness of the wind. They had brought peace to a kingdom fraught with turmoil, rescuing the townsfolk from their captors with their combined strength and spirit. With the aid of their allies, the two were able to find the courage to traverse through dangerous swamps and treacherous valleys, never losing hope even in the darkest hours. Finally, they reached the entrance of the great kingdom, walking through the gates of its sparkling walls. Inside, lush gardens of wildflowers bloomed with the scent of sweet honey and rose, while a soft humming emanated from the very air. The two stepped forward into the light, bringing an end to their enchanted odyssey. As the evening sun shone over the kingdom, their two hearts filled with joy and relief, happy to have achieved the goal they both so rightfully deserved. The happiness of the kingdom now bloomed with the abundance of peace, all thanks to the incredibly brave souls of the couple who documented their daring journey with veracity and spirit. Luminescent Lullabies. Nestled among the owls and stars was a little girl who sang the most beautiful of luminescent lullabies. Her voice echoed through the night, a reminder of the beauty of the world around her. The stars twinkled in the night and the moon illuminated the cottage she lived in. It was here that she found solace in her own voice and that of the night creatures. Every night she would throw open her window, and the whole world would be entranced with her melody. The angelic notes she sang were said to bring peace and calm to all who could hear. Even the owls shared their songs with her, creating a harmony so rare and unique. As the night wore on, those who still remained awake were treated to a symphony that they were not likely ever to hear again. By the time the sun rose, the little girl had already snuggled safely into her bed, content with the knowledge that she had shared her own special lullabies. She had discovered a way to touch the hearts of all those around her with musically accompanied tales of love and comfort. The night creatures listened knowingly, and the stars sparkled with the joy of having watched a masterful performance. Everywhere, the word got out about the little girl and her luminescent lullabies. From then on, every night she crooned her songs, hoping to spread the love and tranquility she felt to all who heard. The Starry Soiree. The night was in full bloom, and it promised to be a night of grandeur. From every window shone the brilliant light of stars beaming in the night. All eyes turned skyward, and the grand ballroom was awash with anticipation. The guests of the Starry Soiree had assembled quite the colorful crowd dressed in exquisite gowns, sharp suits, and feathered masks. The most fashionable of the city had come to show off their finest attire, and the lively orchestra playing in the background suddenly seemed like the soundtrack to a dream. On the floor of the ballroom, the women laughed in admiration of their partners' graceful moves, and the men bounced in rhythm to the music. Even the walls of the elaborate theater seemed to pulse with the energy of the night. The air was filled with the excited chatter of friends, the aromas of freshly made delicacies, and an aura of elegance. The star-glazed night promised a night of dreamy enchantment, as female dancers spun their way across the ballroom in elaborate patterns of regal elegance. The partners met in the center to give a performance no one in attendance would soon forget. As the night came to an end, the guests slowly made their way out, each leaving with a newfound appreciation for life's grandest moments. The Starry Soiree had been a night of endless beauty, elegance, and enchantment that the guests would hold in their hearts for years to come.